Hello everyone, this is Jim Easter with Elephant Tracks Software, here to give you a quick introduction to the Elephant Tracks indicator. This is the base indicator that you would get for the NinjaTrader platform. And I just want to remind everyone, this is not the training video that you should be looking at in order to learn how to use the indicator. This is the overview prior to you probably purchasing the indicator to give you some idea of what it is, why it's important, and maybe give you some inside information on how it works. Now the illustrations that we're going to be giving you in this educational overview are just that. They're educational. They're not real examples of trades. They're not intended to give you some insight on how to trade or to change your existing trading methodology. They're purely hypothetical in order to illustrate how the indicator acts in various conditions in the marketplace. Well, what is the Elephant Track indicator? First of all, it isolates trades of large institutional traders. It measures the volume traded by those large traders. Now, because what size is considered to be large depends on what instrument you're trading, and there's a lot different definition. If you're trading something very liquid like the S&P E-mini that trades literally between 1.5 and what I used to say was 4 million contracts a day. We've had as many as 12 million contracts traded in the last 2 weeks in one day, so that obviously is changing too. But compare that to, say, the gold, which might trade 100,000 to 200,000, maybe 300,000 if it was really a busy day. So obviously we've designed the indicator to be completely configurable by you so that you can dial it in to fit the instrument or the contract that you're trading. So if you're using this on stocks, you would change that to fit your requirements. What I want to do is compare the Elephant Tracks indicator to the conventional volume indicator that you get in NinjaTrader. I'm sure it's the same kind of volume indicator that you get in any platform. Turn on my highlighter here. So this side here, this is a volume. This section here is volume, and the thing about this indicator is that it's accumulating all the volume on each of these price bars, and no matter what trade size it is. If we come over to Elephant Tracks, now just to level set this shaded area here is the same shaded area here. I have cut it off or cropped it just so I can give you more detail down this side here. What I've got over here are 4 implementations or instances of the Elephant Track indicator. I've got it in these 4 tranches, and I'll explain a little bit what this is. This is how you can configure it. You can put one tranche on and just show one of these, or you can put however many you can physically fit on the screen. And again, this shaded area and this shaded area are the same. I just cropped it, so don't get confused by that. Here are my 4 tranches. One of my tranches, I decided, you know what, I want to do all trades, which is synonymous with what's over here, right? These are the same. So this magnitude of this bar is the same magnitude as this bar. Now, I have, just because of the way I took these screenshots, it cut off the scale that would be over here. Each of these would have its own scale so that you can fiddle with the scale so that you can see what you want to see, just like there's a scale over here too, but I've cut that off just in the screenshot. So I've got, to get back here, I've got 4 tranches. I've got one with all trades. My next one is trades between 1 and 49, trades of 50 to 99, and trades of 100 plus contracts. Again, this is a SPE mini. Excuse me. And these are the 4 tranches. Now, for the sake of our illustration here, when we talk about large traders, we're talking about this tranche here. You may hear me call this tranche 1. It really means the largest traders. So let's look at, just in this brief period here, what we're seeing. Now, if you only had the conventional volume, obviously prices come down and tested us once, twice, 3 times, and on the 4th time broke through. and we see that you had some volume here, a little bit less volume here, a lot less volume here, and then the volume picked up here. Question is, whose volume is that? Is that the large traders, small traders, somewhere in between? Is it across the board? Well, with elephant tracks, we can figure that out. What we're looking at, if I can kind of draw a straight line here, is approximately in there. Not a perfectly straight line. But what you'll notice is that in this area, here's what I want to draw your attention to, is on the way to this price breakthrough, we had some selling by the large traders. Now, selling is demonstrated or indicated by the red bars. And in the training that you get with the indicator, we go into complete detail what forms the red bar, what's the logic, what's the assumptions. Then you notice that they go silent. There's no activity right here. So for this time period, what we would be observing is that the large traders trading 100 lots or more are not playing in the market right there. There is some people playing here, a little more here, maybe quite a bit more, and that's why you see this. Or over here on the traditional volume, that's why you see this. But what this elephant tracks indicator gives us some insight to is that that move right there is not being participated in by the really large traders. And then when it breaks through, this is where I think the insight comes really valuable. We have increased volume, and first of all, we know that not a lot of it's coming from the large traders, and what volume is coming, this is really the insightful here, is coming on the buy side. So as this is breaking through, we've always heard about head fakes, sucking the late shorts in, and then moving it in the opposite direction. Here's where we're seeing that beginning. Now in this particular case, we had price move up here, and I'm actually going to show this on the next slide. And then we had more buying by the large trader supporting that move up, and then a really large influx here. That influx was participated in by the other tranches as well. So in review, conventional volume, you get this kind of a view where trades are of all sizes are included in one lump sum. There's no way to see large traders from the smaller ones. And you can't directly tell whether that volume in trading is on the sell side or buy side in terms of the pressure. With elephant tracks, trades are broken out by the size of trade, what tranches you set up, whether you have 1 or 4 or 5 or 3, and what size they are completely configurable by you, which now allows you to see who's participating in the trading activity, and just as importantly, who's not participating in that trading activity at a given moment in time. And now you can directly see if the large institutional traders are buying or selling or some mixture. We talked a little bit earlier about what price did after that big influx of buying on the side of the or by the large trader. Here this arrow kind of highlights that, and we do find that oftentimes price follows the direction of the large trader sentiment. It doesn't go straight up if they're buying, but with that information, it does give us some insight onto how likely this price is going to be supported as it goes up. Just to level set that shaded area that was on the other charts we were just looking at is right here. This is the tranche 1. That is the large traders. It's the exact same graph we were looking at earlier with the large, this large influx here being essentially on this edge of the chart here. And then we do see that following that, in fact, price did continue up. And really that's the value of the elephant track indicator. It's the ability, it gives you the ability to see the trading of the large traders in real time and can give you some idea of their sentiment. So let's summarize. With elephant tracks, you get a volume indicator that allows you to specify the size trades you would like to filter. measures the volume traded just for the size you specified. And the one I'm showing you here, it's 100 contracts or more. Contracts because we're trading the S&P. If you were doing stocks, you would just be looking at shares. And then we further segment the trades based on whether it's buying pressure or selling pressure. And then in totality, this gives you insight as to who's participating in the price action at the moment in time and who's not, and whether they're participating dominantly on one side in terms of buying or selling, or whether it's a mixture. Well, that ends the overview of the indicator. One thing I'd like to make you aware of before we go is that when you get the indicator, you also get access to the Elephant Tracks community. We'll be launching this in September of 2011, so if it's after that when you're watching this particular video, just know it's out there up and running. This is where we'll have the opportunity to share best practices of using the Elephant Track indicator, the key learnings, because this is really new insight that you probably have not had before. And so as you begin to use it, you're going to have to start noticing the patterns, noticing the correlations, and we think it's really important to help each other because we're all in the same boat, and that is that we're small traders. We don't have large economic power behind us, so we have to be careful when we trade. We have to place our trades intelligently. We have to be nimble on our feet so we don't get stepped on by these elephants that are roaming around amongst us. So we can learn from each other how to do that. It really is a refuge. That's why I picked that metaphor, because it really is a place to come and rest, if you will, and learn how to survive and hopefully learn how to thrive as well. And of course, we're hoping some of you help us test out and even design some of our new products as we roll them out. We've got a lot on our drawing board that we would like to run by you. So that's why we'd like to start this community in September of 2011. So for more information, check out our website at elephanttracks.net. And on there you'll see a blog. Check that blog out. We'll be updating that frequently and regularly, giving you insights to what's coming up, what we're up to, and also directing any highlights from that community in terms of key learnings that we're discovering together. So that's it for now. I hope this has been useful. Hope you've gotten the insight you were looking for. If you need more information, check out our website, send us an email, and we'll try to help you with your questions. So this is Jim Easter with Elephant Track Software signing off for now. Goodbye.